Good evening, everyone. On behalf of the Paterson Municipal Council, I welcome you to the special meeting of December 5th, 2023 at 8 p.m. The meeting is now called to order. Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Yes, Mr. President. Roll call for Municipal Council special meeting of Tuesday, December 5th, 2023. The time is now 9:08 p.m. Councilman Abdulaziz?
Yes. Present.
Councilwoman Cotton?
Yes.
Councilwoman Davila?
Present.
Councilman Jackson?
Here.
Councilman Kalik is absent. Councilwoman Mims?
Here.
Councilman Udin? Councilman Velez?
Present.
Mr. President?
Yes, Madam Clerk.
Thank you. Mr. President?
Madam Clerk, now please read the 48-hour notice.
Yes, sir. Meeting covered by 48-hour notice. Notice of the time, date, location, and agenda of this meeting was transmitted to the North Jersey Herald News, the Record, the Arabic Voice, the Italian Voice, the Passaic County Pulse, Dominicana News, La Quisqueya Internacional, El Especial, the Paterson Press, the City Post News, Tap into Paterson, the weekly Bangla Patrika, in addition to any other publication duly requesting such notices, at or about 11 a.m. on November 28, 2023. Such notices were posted on the bulletin board in the offices of the city clerk at City Hall. Mr. President.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Now, Madam Clerk, can you please read the special meeting notice?
Yes, Mr. President. Pursuant to the Open Public Meetings Act, be advised that the Municipal Council of the City of Paterson has scheduled a special meeting for Tuesday, December 5th, 2023 at 8 p.m. to be held in the Council Chambers, 155 Market Street, 3rd floor, City Hall, Paterson, New Jersey, for the purpose of discussing the following matters. Public portion. 1, the resolution authorizing an executive session in or adjoining the City Council chambers to address a new agreement with Teamsters Local 97 Union for Law Department employees. It's a law resolution 23:712. Formal action will be taken. Executive session. Executive or closed session in or adjoining the City Council chambers, 155 Market Street, to discuss resolution authorizing a new agreement with Teamsters Local 97 Union for Law Department employees. No formal action will be taken. Number 2, a resolution approving a new agreement with Teamsters Local 97 Union for Law Department employees. Law Resolution 23:713. Formal action will be taken. And we have an addendum where, pursuant to the Open Public Meetings Act, be advised that the Municipal Council of the City of Paterson has scheduled a special meeting for Tuesday, December 5th, 2023 at 8 p.m. to be held in the chambers at 155 Market Street, 3rd floor, City Hall, Paterson, New Jersey, for the purpose of discussing the following matter. The following resolution is also scheduled for your consideration at the special meeting for the Municipal Council to be held on Tuesday, December 5th, 2023 at 8 p.m. in the City Council chambers, 3rd floor, City Hall, Paterson. Item to be included on the agenda is a resolution authorizing an emergency contract for the collection of solid waste for the City of Paterson. It's an administration resolution 23:714. Formal action will be taken. Mr. President.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Councilman, I need a motion for item number 1 to go into executive section.
Move.
Moved by Councilwoman Mims and Velez, second by Councilwoman Davila. Madam Clerk, roll call for item number 1 to go into executive section.
Item 1?
Yes.
All of them.
No, I didn't. Oh, okay, I got you. I don't see number 3, that's why.
It's an addendum. You don't
Oh,
have it.
okay.
No, she said it was an addendum.
Oh, I got you.
Roll call to go into executive session. Councilman Abdulaziz?
Yes.
Councilwoman Cotton?
Yes.
Councilwoman Davila?
Yes.
Councilman Jackson?
Yes.
Councilwoman Mims,
Yes.
Councilman Velez.
Yes.
Mr. President,
Yes, Madam Clerk.
the votes are 7 yeses, 2 absences. Executive session is now opened.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Now, anyone that is not affiliated with this matter, the executive section must be out, exit the chamber, and we will reconvene right after the executive section. Paterson.
The workshop session is now suspended.
40? No, we're going back to item 40.
Yo. Yeah.
You know,
Mr. Council President. Well, thank you.
Enjoy yourself.
Thank you.
You want, I got you.
Don't take time.
Thank you, Councilmember Patterson. We're back on the special meeting on this December the 5th. Madam Clerk, roll call to close the executive section.
Yes, Mr. President, roll call to close the executive session of Tuesday, December 5th, 2023. Councilman Abdelaziz. Councilwoman Cotton. Councilwoman Davila.
Yes.
Councilwoman Mims.
Yes.
Councilman Udine.
Yes.
Councilman Velez.
Yes, Madam Clerk.
Mr. President,
Yes, Madam Clerk.
so the votes are 7 yeses, 2 absences. The executive session is now closed.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Let everybody know that the public, they could reconvene into the chamber, please. We can let everybody that they are allowed to be in the chamber. So, Madam Clerk, let's proceed with item number 2 on the special meeting agenda today.
Yes, Mr. President. Item number 2 is a resolution approving a new agreement with Teamsters Local 97 Union for Law Department employees. It's Resolution 23713.
So moved.
Moved by Councilwoman Mims, second by Councilman Velez and Councilman Cotton and Davila. Roll call, Madam Clerk.
And Udine.
And Councilman Udine too?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Councilman. I did
So
it.
it's Davila and Udine to second.
That's fine.
Roll call on item number 2 for approval. Councilman Abdelaziz? Yes. Thank you. Councilwoman Cotton? Yes. Councilwoman Davila?
Yes.
Councilwoman Mims?
Yes.
Councilman Udine?
Yes.
Councilman Velez?
Yes.
Mr. President,
Yes, Madam Clerk.
so the votes are 7 yeses, 2 absences. Item number 2 is hereby adopted.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Now let's proceed with item number 3 on the agenda, Madam Clerk.
Yes, Mr. President. Item number 3 is a resolution ratifying an emergency contract with Philo Carton for the collection of solid waste for the Paterson Department of Public Works. It's Resolution 23:714.
So moved.
Move it. So it's moved by Councilwoman Davila, Councilman Velez, Council President Mendez, and second by Councilwoman Mims. Roll call, Madam Clerk, on the on item number 12 discussion. This item is extremely important. Members of the public, Paterson, we're making a major step on moving forward with a new company who's going to be responsible for collecting the garbage in the city of Paterson. There's going to be changes on the route. So this is a new path that we all have to work together, all my council colleagues, the administration, the Department of DPW with the director ahead of the department to educate the community, to educate the public about the new changes that are coming before I vote. And this is a step on the right direction because we're saving millions of dollars with the new company that finally is going to provide a better service for the city of Paterson. Discussion, let me open the floor to Director Billy that is on the mic and Madam BA, and then right after that, any other question from the council members, so the administration will be able to answer. Director.
This is the routes that you guys approved for the garbage contract that was approved, but then got held up in court matters. So now we're awarding the contract on a temporary emergency basis. But as far as the contract goes, it'll start January 2nd. The 1st is a Monday, but it is a legal holiday. There will be no collection on that Monday. So it will start January 2nd. The new routes, the new campaign for all the new routes will start tomorrow. If this is approved tonight, we'll hit the ground running tomorrow. We already started today with meetings all day about this. But first thing in the morning, it'll be social media, it'll be on the TV channels, all the worship houses, the firehouses, they'll all have the leaflets. We'll be out there campaigning so that the community knows.
Do you have, Director, do you have the changing on the different route right now?
Yes,
Can you elaborate a little bit more? Because we're on TV, and we want to make sure that we're going to start with you now.
Council President?
Sure. I'll right after the Director, the VA, and the council member will be able.
can't go. can't go street by street, but there are just
By ward.
ward. It's not ward. It's zones.
Zone.
It's the same zones that we presented.
Let's say Zone X in the 3rd ward, Zone 2 in the 6th ward.
There's only 3 zones.
It's
Three zones,
It's
yes.
3 zones. There's 3 zones with 2 pickups a week, just like we get now. The majority of the changes do come on the east side of town. That's where we're going to campaign the heaviest, especially with materials in the schools and stuff like that with the school district. But to tell you street by street, the boundaries, it'll be hard to explain that right now. You need to see the map.
So on the east side of the 3rd ward, is going to be one of the major changes?
Yes.
Okay, my ward, okay.
My ward.
We're ready. So I have Councilman Delacis, Councilman, no, I do apologize. I have Councilman Mims, Councilman Delacis, and Councilman Velez.
I'm blessed.
Councilman Mims.
So I don't know if you have it with you, if we can get the maps or how you're gonna set it up with the
We need
new
that.
zoning, redistricting, so that we're able to help communicate to the residents across the city. My question is, will this new company be able to sustain the workload?
Yes.
Because this is new for them? Did they do their hiring already? How many employees do they currently have? I need to know that, like, are they having an open house? Do they have any employees currently ready to roll? If not, when is their open house? And how many people will be ready to move forward as employees for January's rollout?
With the new company, since it got put up in court, we ceased any. Since the new company.
I couldn't hear you.
Since it went to court, we ceased all communications with the companies, both companies. So if this gets approved tonight, first call in the morning will be to the company to set up a meeting with them. They do want to do a workforce, a job fair here to hire all Patersonians, most Patersonians. They are qualified. They can't do it. They do Brooklyn. They do Long Island. They do a couple other Jersey towns. They have the bandwidth for this. Their trucks are GPS guided. They have cameras on their trucks. They'll have multiple supervisors on the routes.
So what is your vision for the total number of employees expected to get the work done? What does that number look like?
They would tell us. We just need to give them the route. We can't. I can't dictate how many trucks to be used in the route. We give them a route base, and then they'll let us know.
So, Madam BA, when it comes to the workload that's needed to ensure that we don't leave any garbage or have any concerns that we've had in the past, and that's why there's this change happening, we should have a number. I know they're gonna have who they have, but we should have a guesstimated number of what it would take, how many employees it will take to complete the workload. I'm not sure, we can probably, even through Roselli, how many people did Roselli have?
We use between 10 to 12 trucks daily with Roselli. We're planning on using the same amount with the new company. So that's what it's gonna be. So 10 to 12 trucks, you're talking about 30 to 36 employees per day.
So we have to make sure that and there's no revolving door where we have the employees and then they don't come to work. Who will these employees be? What will be
Yes, they are.
the
Count
background
this-
requirements, all that stuff, because it's new. And my concern is anytime there's new, it could go very well or it could go very bad.
Well,
So I'm just trying to help us
definitely.
as a city prepare for any gaps or any holes. So we should have a plan, even outside of their plan, because they should have whatever they have, but the city should have a plan. How many employees, how much would it take to get the work done? Will they be able to prepare for how much weight can their trucks hold? What's the capacity? All that stuff. That's stuff that we should know and have it outlined, because we should be giving them our expectations.
They have the regular size 32-yard trucks that Roselli use or garbage cups use. They also have the smaller trucks, the pickup trucks that are back down into like the little one-ways and the dead-end streets that they get the smaller streets where most of the time that's where we do get our complaints from right now, are the dead-end stuff. So they have the capacity to get there better than the companies that we have now. So we've talked with them before it went to court. They're a union shop. All their employees would be unionized, so it'd be better staff, and they'll be uniformed employees. They'll all have the same uniform on. They'll all be CDL drivers. They'll have to do background checks. They'll go through drug screening. I think it's going to be a legit company. I think.
So do we have all the concerns that we had with the former company that has been presented, do we have a list of all of those concerns to make sure that we don't have those same obstacles with the new company? Is that like a lesson learned or expectations? What I'm asking for is a vision expectation from the city for this new company. They're coming into our city. It doesn't matter what they have, trucks, whatever, that sounds great. My concern as the councilwoman at large, and I'm sure everyone here feels the same, will they be able to handle the workload and sustain it? It's okay if they do it for a week, but will they be able to handle it for years and years to come? Because now we're voting on a contract to give them this money, and it doesn't matter that we save money, but if they can't get the work done, that's gonna be a problem. So I'm just asking, whatever that plan looks like, that if it's not done, we could put it together, and it could be presented to the entire council.
And also, if it's approved tonight, as soon as it's approved tonight, I'll send the whole council the route maps. I mean, the zone map.
Okay, and also the expectation vision too. Thank you.
Yes, and Council President and Councilwoman Mims, yes, that's essentially the detailed bid specs that these guys spent a lot of time with Wayne DeFeo, who came in and talked about why we were making some of the efficiency changes with the routes. What the very detailed, and like he said, by law, you can't require a certain amount of trucks, but you outline what your expectations are. So they can share the bid specs as they were created, which is how we came across this company, because they applied and answered our call.
Thank you, Madam BA. I know that Councilman his
Council, just one more thing, let me just add
Go ahead,
to
Director.
that. With their trucks that they have a GPS-guided truck, which will show the route that they're doing. They also have front, back, and side cameras, so they can watch at live time to see if their trucks are doing any private jobs, which we told them we can't have none of that. So that's what we're trying to stop. Any private jobs that are really doing, any garbage that they're leaving behind that they're supposed to be picking up, so we can see. And they'll let us have access to that on a needs basis.
Definitely, Director. And this is the time, Director. We're starting fresh. This is the time for us to do the right thing in the beginning by holding this new company accountable for the job that they're supposed to do, the services that they're supposed to provide, the condition of the truck, and stay on top of the route, the services that they have to provide to our residents, picking up the garbage, not leaving the garbage can in the middle of the road, not leaving trash in the floor. We gotta have a full conversation with this new company right now and before they start in January, to start with the right track, and DPW supervisor on top of it, making sure that they are compliant with the contract that we agree on. Councilman Velez.
Council President, thank you, I appreciate it. Director, I know we had a big discussion in committee regarding this company. The presentation that they did, wow, they was here the last time. We know that they got basically new trucks in their route, good policy of work habit.
Yes.
Thank you to my colleague in the end. No, I miss you. Just sit here. Okay?
Go.
I love my job, man. I love it.
Yeah.
I love this.
We live, council members. We live. We're on TV, council members.
We had to have a moment of
Yes, we do.
joy, right?
Yeah.
It's holidays.
Christmas.
Mr. the Director, I'm fully aware that this company have handled big boroughs like Brooklyn, Staten Island, and in New York City. They have done great job out there. I Google some opinion from the company. I look for it, and I look at the comments and the rates that the residents where they serve give them as a company, and everything I see is good. What I notice is a lot of comments, they came to work and to get the job done. So if they could handle that out of the city, I know they could handle Paterson. What I would encourage is that at the same time that we are going to help the administration, because this is the agreement that we have in this side, is to inform our residents the changes, right? Or minimal changes. But at the same time, we encourage the residents that we have municipal ordinance that says that you had to have a garbage recycle, that you had to have a garbage can, that you cannot pack more than 30 pounds garbage can out there, that is not 40, 50, those tanks that they have out there, that the blue is for recycling, that black or green is garbage, that you need to do recycling, that you have to make sure that if any remainings is left in your sidewalk, that you come out and sweep the sidewalk, don't throw it to the street. If they doing the right job and we doing the right thing in our side, we're gonna have a better and clean city. I always gonna say that in both sides. The garbage does not fall from the skies. The ordinances are there, okay? And we making the effort. If you love your city and you care about your city, just put your 50 cents on it too, and let's make it happen. And when you see those employees, and even our employees from DPW, say thank you, because they go sometimes out of their way to make sure that our city is clean. Now, last but not least, Director, it's my understanding that those trucks are going to not be transported here, they're gonna be housed in some place in Paterson?
No.
Oh, thank you, Director. Good. So, see, I understand.
Council
My husband
members.
was a director.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
Council members.
No, yeah. Okay, so, Director, once again.
They'll based out of Livingston, Rutherford or Livingston, they're based out of.
Correct.
Brother.
So last but not least, Director, is important, communication is important. This is not starting tomorrow, okay? This is starting when?
January 2nd.
Correct. Ladies and gentlemen, January 2nd of 2024. The second thing is, advise at your press conference or whatever, that this is only for garbage collection. If you have any furniture, mattress, please don't put it out there. Call DPW, arrange with them when that piece of furniture or bulk is going to get picked up. It's important to tell them because.
Campaign starts tomorrow.
Correct.
Yes.
Correct.
Council President?
Thank you, Council. We're ready to vote.
Thank you. Last but not least, thank you for the committee of DPW for doing an exceptional job.
Thank you, Councilman Delacis. Just
Thank you. No, this is important before I vote on a contract. So this will no longer allow bulk pickups, so public knows, correct? From this company.
From this company, no.
In this agreement, bulk pickup will be allowed to be dropped off 7 days a week, correct? At the yard.
City yard, yes.
City yard, correct?
Yes.
So that's going to be in your, no, but that's going to be in your communication.
Yes.
So bulk pickup, they could call DPW to schedule pickup. There will be a fee. And if they want to drop it off 7 days. Not the first one, I know, but that's still with this. There's no changes.
No.
Good. And secondly, there has to be a way, right? The Recycle Coach app. Is there a way we could put garbage pickup?
It is.
That's going to be the best thing.
Yes.
I don't know, Recycle Coach, my constituents. Right now, I'm looking at my address. It tells me my recycling pickup. With this new change, if you guys could put garbage pickup in there, so I could just tell the residents, download the app, put your address in, that will go a long, long way. So right now, it's not in there.
No, we reached out to them, Councilman, and they let us know that we could put our garbage maps in there. We do the
Beautiful.
same thing.
That's going to be a huge, huge thing. To the residents of the 6th Ward, this is actually going to be a good thing. The entire ward will be picked up on the same days now, instead of it being split. So I appreciate that, and I look forward to this change. So thank you, Council President.
thank you. Roll call, Madam Clerk, on item
Council
number 3.
President, wait a second. I need to ask,
Councilwoman Cotton.
I'm looking inside on this contract that you gave us. You got, he's providing, I guess what they call them, flatbeds, what do they call them? The containers, the dumpsters?
Yes.
At all 7 firehouse, right? Why are they putting them at the 7 firehouse? For people to bring stuff there?
No, they got to collect the firehouse's garbage too. It's for the daily garbage.
Say it again?
We have that now. We have containers.
All right, I'm saying, but, I mean, like, how much garbage are at the firehouse? Like that you gotta have,
They 24/7.
no, I mean, they're 24/7, but there ain't that many people working in a
They eat a lot.
24-hour shift.
They eat
Yeah,
a
but they
lot.
ain't still producing that much garbage.
Oh,
The
yes.
2 yard, the 2
Okay,
yard.
what's the reason for the 7 firehouses in here? Because they got containers there. Now you started going to the private complexes, right? You got Redwood Village, you got Katz Avenue, you got Loft Commons. Now, and who's providing that? The building owner or the garbage company? Okay, now you got also in here public housing. Now, you got public housing and you got locations, you got 2.2 cubic, that means the container size.
The small one, yeah.
Right, so now, do they pick up that?
Yes.
So they pick up that at a separate time. But I'm saying you got all these apartments, and then I go down, and then I heard Councilman Albazi saying about, you're gonna pick up the same day as recycle as
No.
garbage?
No, what he's talking about is there's an app, Recycling Coach. We're gonna put our garbage map on the
Right.
Recycling Coach that you know when your garbage pickup is.
Right.
It'll notify you when your garbage pickup is.
Okay, right, but the thing is that, and I hear what you're saying, but, certain wards don't have as much garbage, and it's clearly, you can see it, certain wards don't have as much. Most of the time, you can clearly see how many people are living in the house just from the garbage that's being put on the curb. Now, I think, to me, when you can't find landlords who do wrong stuff. I mean, Billy, director, you're gonna spend a half of a day at one site. When you come to, you don't think so, but you're gonna spend a half of a day at one site picking up somebody who threw somebody out the house, who evicted them, and legally, they're supposed to give them 30 days before they throw their stuff out. They're supposed to hold that stuff for 30 days, and then if they don't come back and get it, then. But to me, in certain areas, you're gonna have loads of garbage.
We're
So
also-
I understand what you're saying, you want this to work, and it's a
I just
cheaper
want to
price.
touch on that point where you just brought up. We're also adding 2 inspectors to our enforcement on that part.
You gonna do what?
Adding 2 inspectors to our recycling division for the garbage to combat that. Because we know we're gonna have absentee landlords, people get kicked out, so we're gonna stay on top of that.
You got a lot of absentee landlords. All right, thank you, Director.
Thank you, Councilwoman. Council members, a roll call on item number 3.
Yes, Mr. President, roll call on item number 3 for approval. Councilman Abdelaziz.
Yes.
Councilwoman Cotton.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. I have clearly stated before how I felt about this, and I hear you, Director, I hear you, Recycling Director. I think that it more had to be looked into it. I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot. I got pictures after pictures of garbage of being, and I understand, it's cheaper. Contract goes from $469 compared to $700,000. I'm just curious as to how much your guys are going to be working, because your guys are going to be the one. Now, because if they're going to be stationed in Secaucus, I see here the pickup is 7 to 2:30, right? And you know what we have a major
It's not
problem
7
with?
to 2. It's 5
What-
a.m. 5 a.m.
The truck coming down the street at 5 o'clock in the morning.
They do now.
Roselli don't even come
Yes,
down
they
the street
do.
at 5 o'clock.
Yes, they do.
Not in my block.
not in
I'm not, they don't come down
By
my
your neighbor block,
at 5
your
o'clock
neighbor.
in the morning. So it's 5 o'clock to 2:30. That's the time they come to pick up
Yes.
garbage. So, but it's just clearly, and I know that this is here for to save money, and it is a big difference. This contract is for 3 months. I can't see it. I can't. Madam Clerk, my vote is no.
Thank you, Councilwoman Cotton. Councilwoman Davila.
Oh, my God.
Sorry.
Ain't no yeah, because you know what, we all got our opinion. You never hear me say anything to you guys
That's
about
true,
anything,
that's
so
true,
I don't want to
that's true.
hear nothing.
I respect.
Respect
it.
that. I love you,
That's it,
Councilwoman.
not from the directors or nobody.
That's true.
I love you.
Because you don't see your truck at 4 o'clock.
I have the floor.
Please, council member, we're in roll call, council
That's
members.
right.
This is the last item on the special meeting.
We cannot continue doing business the way we've been doing business. We know that we have a lot going on in the city in terms of, and I don't need to mention names, but, our solid waste, our pickups, the whole nine. We get the complaints day in, day out. The only thing that I ask, I'm putting my faith in the administration and all of you to make sure that they follow through. And I'm gonna keep it very real. The next few months is gonna be tough for 6 council members here. And I say that because it's tough for all of us, but you know that we are in election cycle, all right? And the changes can make or break someone, because at the end of the day, the truth is the truth. Whatever happens, the council gets blamed for everything. But I also have to sit here and say, you know what? I know that what has been and what we've been working with is not working. And the city can't continue to sustain. To have the contract that we have with over 700,000 for a few months, we just can't continue doing this. I'm putting all my faith, and I believe that, change sometimes it isn't the best in the beginning, but in the long run, it'll show. So with that said, I am supporting this, Director. I know that it's gonna be tough on the department as well, because, there's gonna have to be a lot of informing, a lot of advertising. It isn't just, the word of mouth. We got to take this like any campaign, knocking on doors, making sure that every household has, communications, that, whatever bills we're sending out, that there's a communication there. All housing agencies, community partners, the Greater Chamber of Commerce, get everyone involved to make sure that we put the message out there. Social media, access channels, the mayor's robocalls continuously for the next, few weeks or maybe a month or two, so people understand what the message is. So, with that said, my vote is yes, Madam Clerk. Thank you and good night.
Thank you, Councilwoman Davila. Councilwoman Mims.
So, I voice some of the concerns that I have, making sure that we have clear expectations from the city's perspective. It's okay that a company comes in, they go out to bid through the procurement process, they win the bid, we come here, we vote, and then they come in and they do what they're supposed to do. But Paterson has to be clear, as I made the comment and Madam BA stated, that is in our specs. I would love to see that what was outlined, because I want us to hold this company to task. One of the things I don't want to happen in this city is that we have the same or worse issues that we've had in the past. Many people can attest, there's some people that never had issues with their garbage not being picked up. It was picked up all the time. As a resident here, I've had concerns where they didn't pick mine up, and I had to make a phone call because they hit everyone on the block and missed a couple people, and it has happened many times. So I'm praying that with the new company, that we raise the standard, they do more, and we also do an evaluation review on this company to make sure if they don't do a good job, that we don't hold them for years and years to come and not look to move forward or do whatever we need to do. With that being stated, we're moving forward. It's almost January 2nd. We got to do something. And I saw the bid was lower. So with that being stated, my vote is yes.
Thank you, Dr. Mims. Councilman Velez.
So I'm happy because, Director, this past week, I sent you a video of a resident sent me a video from his camera. The current company that's picking up garbage, picking up a line of debris, construction debris from his neighbor house, but did not pick 3 garbage bags of his in front of his house. So from this point into Maurice's sitting, full of construction debris, windows, everything, but did not took a neighbor 3 bags that he had in his side, in his curve. So, and you know how many videos I have of this company doing wrong things. And we hear the complaints every time from residents coming here saying that they're not doing their job, disrespectful. If you don't pay them, they don't pick it up. So thanks God. Hopefully This company has a stricter policy. I know they have because New York is real strict and when it comes up to service, and our residents could benefit out of it. So once again, a todos los residentes de Paterson, vamos a tener una compañía nueva de recoger la basura en Paterson. Esta compañía comenzará el 2 de enero. Pronto se estará dando las instrucciones porque hayan una ruta que cambiará respecto a qué día va a ser el día de recolectar tu basura. Pero a la misma vez esperamos que usted coopere con la ciudad en poner su basura dentro de los zafacones, compre zafacones y póngalo los días designados. Los días de reciclaje son los días de reciclaje y los días de botar la basura son los días de botar la basura. Por favor, no traiga matres, ni tampoco enseres eléctricos, ni nevera. Llame al Departamento de Obras Públicas para que pueda informarse cómo hacer y recoger esos artículos. I'm saying this in Spanish. I already started doing my part. Thank you. My vote is yes, and good luck.
Thank you, Councilman Velez. Councilman Jackson, we're voting on item number 3 on the special meeting agenda. I'm sorry?
Is that abstain?
Abstain? Thank you. Mr. President,
Thank you, Madam Clerk. This is a extremely important night because we're voting on the new company. The name is Philcon. This company will be in charge of picking up the garbage in the city of Paterson. This situation is being affecting me a lot because of the amount of coal that I've been getting throughout all this year. When we started the conversation, I was the one that proposed the 3-zone. We agree on it now. We couldn't have different company that participate on those bids. We came back, and finally we have somebody who's gonna be a new company. We know what happened with the old company, all the complaint, the lack of service, the condition of the truck, and many other complaints throughout the city of Paterson from our residents. Now it's a new day. We all have to work collectively to inform the community about the new schedule of this company. And we mentioned it before, for the bulk pickup, you have one time that you could do it for free. The rest of the time, you could call DPW or you could go to the yard 7 days a week. We have to keep our city clean. Let's work together. Let's collaborate to make sure that this company do what they're supposed to do. And I was very clear, Director, with my comment on DPW, the DPW side, on the city side. Let's hold this company accountable from the day one. Let's make sure that they understand our expectation. Let's make sure that they abide by the contract that they signing with us, not leaving trash on the floor, not throwing those cans in the middle of the road. Let's make sure that they provide the services that our residents deserve. It's extremely important that we stay on top. Now, this is not brain in Paterson. Right now, we pay Roselli $700,000 a month. This new company, the same contract, is gonna cost us $469,995. We're gonna be saving every month $230,005, more than $250,000. This is a very important day. Every month, we're throwing over $250,000 if we keep this company. This is the reason why it's so important that we all start working together with this new company to make sure that our community receive the services that they deserve. I'm looking forward to educate the community. All my third ward resident, attention, the third ward, the east side section, we're gonna see changing on the east side section. That's a challenge that I'm ready to take it as your councilman. You know that you see me morning, day and night out there in the community, and I really enjoy to be in contact with my constituents. Starting tomorrow, I'll be knocking on doors, informing the public about the new company, the new changing, the new schedule, and then wrap. This is being responsible. When you support project like this, you're being responsible, and you support Paterson. This is not politics. And when I see people that they're not concentrating to talk about this, I mean, if you really care about the city, almost $250,000 you throwing every month on the way. So with that being said, Director, I have faith on the department. I have faith on you. Madam BA, The mayor loved us, roll call. He loved to be on TV. He got work to do, and every council member got work to do tomorrow. All right, with the social media and all that condition. So with that being said, my vote is yes.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Council, I sent all the members the map. You
votes
have it.
May I announce the votes, please?
Got-
The votes are 5
You
yeses,
have it.
1 no, 1 abstention, and 2 absences. Item number 3 is hereby adopted.
Who voted no? Oh.
Thank you, council members. So
Council
now,
President,
before council member.
You have to encourage the resident to listen to my Spanish message, okay?
Okay, yes, so you covered the Spanish. All right, so Council Cali, thank you. Madam Clerk, thank you so very much. There's no more item on this special
to
meeting.
close.
Motion to close the special meeting.
E-
Moved by Councilwoman Davila and second by Councilman Les. Roll call to close this special meeting, December the 5th.
Roll call to close, to adjourn the municipal council special meeting of Tuesday, December 5th, 2023. Councilman Abdelaziz.
Wow, Council President, you were sending a message over there, trying to get things done.
I don't know
I
what
think we're
message
going
he
to
was
bring you into the
sending. I don't know
GTD
what-
committee.
What message you was saying?
I'm running, you know.
You know?
Stop it.
No, but Catherine, you're right. People will say things
Yeah.
and action and get things done. My vote is yes. Thank you, Madam Clerk.
Thank you, Councilman Abdelaziz. Councilwoman Cotton.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. I just want to say to my dear friend, Renee Brunson, she passed away. We've been friends for 50 years. Al, I don't need you to say anything. Just good night.
Please. Council members, please.
Yeah, that's right, Council President.
Yeah, we love you, Councilwoman. Go ahead.
And also, I have my good friend who also did pass away, named Cindy Wallace, and I see that it's just so many things that's happening here with death that's all around us. It seems like it's just completely coming around and being around. Also, I just want to remind everyone, too, especially in the 4th Ward, that there's going to be a community meeting on December 11th at St. Luke's Baptist Church, and regarding to the green, they call it the green team, of changing the whole block of Fair Street into, they call it a greenery, where the whole block would be more of trying to save water, figure out what to do with the runoff water. So if you can make it out on December 11th, at 6 o'clock at St. Luke's Baptist Church, which is on Cow Street and Fair Street. With that being said, we do have a meeting next week. I want to say good night to you all out there. We also have a major issue, and I want to say to my corporation council, is that we have to work on these smoke shops. We have to come up with some type of ordinance. We have to figure out with these food trucks that they're all over the city and they're causing chaos at 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning. We have to figure out what we may need to do with that. With that being said, to you all out there, have a good night. I want to thank everyone that came out to our 40th Thanksgiving dinner at the Masonic Temple with Councilwoman Vera Ames, myself, Councilwoman Cotton, and also the Integrity Lodge number 51. This year we celebrated 40 years continuously, starting with Councilwoman Vera Ames. We will be doing a Christmas dinner at the Masonic Temple, probably starting at 12 o'clock again, along with Councilwoman Ames and myself and the Integrity Lodge, and other partners that have come in with that. We will be having toys and clothes to give away, and this will be a sit-down meal. Thank you. December 25th is always a day. I'm a big person that if you're going to do something, you do it the day of the holiday. That's how I believe. That's how we did it when I grew up. So with that being said, to you all out there, have a good night. God bless you all. If you need to reach me, you all have my number here in the office, and you have my cell number, 973-851-0571. Madam Clerk, good night, everyone. God bless you all. Madam Clerk, my vote is yes.
Thank you, Councilwoman Cotton. Councilman Jackson.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. So, Council President,
So I guess finally is in order. I've sat here night in and night out and beat my head against this desk with regard to paying this garbage company that was pimping our community, serving us up the poorest of services levels and crapping on us. So now that we're outlining the enormous savings, I mean, I don't mind. I'll sit back in the shadow and let you guys take credit for it. But I'm just happy now that our community won't continue to be crapped on as much, because even this deal, we're spending way too much in garbage removal. But I'm not going to labor it out. It's pointless. Madam Clerk, my vote is yes.
Thank you, Councilman Jackson. Councilwoman Mims.
So to the viewing public and those that were in the audience, I want to give my heartfelt condolences out to all those family members that are grieving during the loss of their loved ones. I want to give a special shout out to the Bronson family. Renee Bronson was one of my employees. I used to be her supervisor at Verizon. But I also want to commend her. I spoke to her Wednesday before Thanksgiving. Renee Bronson was a very, very good friend to Mr. Ronald Hicks. Used to pick him up and do a lot of his shopping and do a lot of things. And we spoke Wednesday, and we spoke for about an hour. And she laughed. We talked about the community. We talked about her good friend, Mr. Hicks. We talked about our former days at Verizon, and so forth and so on. And so to get the message that she passed, it's very heartbreaking. Also, my heartfelt condolences go out, as we know, Mr. Ronald Hicks, who was a warrior, passed, his brother passed, and now his good friend Renee Bronson passed. There's so many other people that have passed on, and their names, the list is long, so I just wanted to give my heartfelt condolences out to all of the families. Also to all those families whose family members are sick in the hospital or rehabilitation. Special shout out to Ms. Beulah Gaskin, who is the former president of the National Council of Negro Women, who is recovering and recuperating, and also to Elder K. Banks. Let's keep her in prayer as well. And there's so many others. So Paterson, let's continue to pray for our children as we get closer to the Christmas and the Hanukkah holiday and the break that we will be entering into. Pray for our educators, pray for our community, and pray for each other. Madam Clerk, my vote is yes.
Thank you, Dr. Mims. Councilman Velez.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Madam BA, before I vote, I just want to encourage, if there's any way, when the seniors call DPW 321-1393, that's the recycling. Some of them have called me and say, Councilman, I don't have a car. I don't have no way to take my leaf bags to the recycling, to see if it's possible that when they get a call from the seniors, that they could make some kind of arrangement for those seniors to pick up those bags of leaf, that we canceled the pickup. It was canceled the pickup on the 1st of December. They came back?
December 22nd, very important.
December 22nd,
We make that
correct.
change. I make that change with DPW last year at the committee. I don't know if you remember.
Okay.
December 22nd, everybody, they could continue taking the leave out until the 22nd of December.
Okay.
Please.
Oh, good. Thank you, Council President. Yes. So it's good that those residents that was, seniors that was concerned, that was at the 1st of December, now was pushed back
22nd.
to 22nd of December. Continue collecting your leave and put it on the curb on recycling day. It's true, Madam BA, I spoke to Mr. Joel Ramirez regarding we need to stop giving license for food trucks. We have a lot already. And, there's time that we could give business, and it's time that we had to stop giving licenses. They all over. And we're not saying that we not welcome the business, but our city, the amount of places that we have is not enough to put all those trucks in one spot, et cetera, et cetera. Madam BA, please talk to Joel Ramirez so he could put a memorandum to the Board of Health to at least hold on to giving out more licenses, because they killing themselves out there, trust me. And we don't want people fighting trucks with other because they close to the other one, and you know, that's we don't want to go into restricting the hours of operation either, but you know, we need to do something to at least minimize the license of food trucks. And based on the city of Union City don't give license for food trucks. They give for hot dog carts, all that stuff, but no food trucks. And even in Bergen County, in that part of by Hudson County, sorry, they don't have food truck license, so they come down here. I want to say thank you to Yolanda from a nice, beautiful event that we had at La Neve the other day, the repeater offender. Everybody thought that was a cancelated program or people that come from the system, but really it was a spiritual ministry that really helped a lot of people to lift their morale and their spirituality. And Yolanda did a great job. Councilwoman Mims was there. Councilwoman Ruby Cotton was there. And this is the first time they had 3 council members preaching. That was a good thing. Good night, right? We had a good night, ladies. I just want to say this, Council President, and I want people to be aware of this. If you go to my social media, all my posting are in English and Spanish. All my events are English and Spanish. Anyone could come to my events. I have an open door policy. Anyone could come to my event. I don't have preferences, Latinos, black and brown. Everyone could come to my event. My ward is in the middle of all wards, and you have the chance to come. You could come to my event and enjoy like every other else. Come and enjoy in the meetings. Last but not least, I know probably Council President's going to say it. This next Sunday, we're going to be at Eastside High School from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. We're going to be having a humanitarian relief to help our brothers and sisters in the Dominican Republic. We have 3 containers that we need to fill to take this humanitarian relief in conjunction with all the organizations that have joined in, led by our Council President, Alex Mendez. So we are working together in benefit of the people in Dominican Republic in the loss of everything that they lost in the flooding in the beginning of the month of November. So, Council President, thank you for allowing me to spear up with you and help you to do this. We had to come together, and especially when it comes to issues of the community. Madam Clerk, I just want to bring forward before we close. Before 2 months ago, a month and a half ago, I predicted that my secretary, Jennifer, was going to be on maternity leave, and that office needs a bilingual personnel. Okay, I'm not saying that the staff that we had cannot handle it, right? Right. But we need somebody there to fulfill, bring her from another department until she comes back or whatever. But we need a bilingual personnel in our office that could assist those seniors, that those people don't understand English or whatever. Let's give to Toys R Us for Bill McCoy, like always every year we do. And God bless you all. Good night. Thank you to police officers out here in the chambers, and those that have served and still serving out there in the city. We need to have a serious conversation with Mr. Abbasi. Council President, you know we spoke about this. We need to have a serious conversation with Abbasi, because I'm not going to compromise the public safety of our city, especially when we risk our life give him information, making sure the quality of life is there, and that's not getting addressed. And I'm not saying the office is not doing the job, but that leadership is up there. They need to put more attention of the concern that we are putting forward. So, saying that, I want to see the police officer with a new contract, Madam BA, please. I don't know the status of it, but hopefully the administration will understand that they are out of contract for more than 4 years, 5, I believe, and they deserve a fair contract, and I will stand along with them. So my vote is yes.
Thank you, Councilman Velez. Mr. President.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Before my vote, before we close this special meeting, let me take this quick moment to, first of all, let's keep in prayer those families that lost a loved one in our city. We have to pray. We're going through a very difficult time, not only in Paterson, but outside the city. We need prayer. We know what happened in the Middle East, what happened in our city, in our own city. This is the time for us to come together as a family and help each other and treat each other like family, like real family. Also, let me just take this time to thank all my residents of the Third Ward for attending the last town hall meeting. It was a total success. It was packed, the room, it was packed. There was a lot of concern that was expressed on the meeting. I was very pleased to see all my constituents attending the call and having this dialogue to make sure that we bring safety into our neighborhood, to demand better services in our community. So the next town hall meeting, we're gonna have one more before the end of the year. Also on the 17th, Sunday the 17th is gonna be the Council President Mendez toys giveaway at the STEAM Academy, 764 11th Avenue. We're gonna have a great time. Santa is gonna be there. We're gonna have a great show for the kids. We're gonna have a lot of toys to supply last. So it's gonna be, that's one of my favorite events. Last year, we closed the entire park, Brilliant Avenue, the Amistad Park. But we're gonna do it at the school, at the gym, to make sure that we accommodate everybody that goes there. To all my constituents, you know that I'm always around. I'm always available, visible to the community. If you need to reach out to me, my cell phone number is 973-930-1436. I'll be out tomorrow morning, starting tomorrow, educating our community about the new changes that we're gonna have on the east side section and other section about the new garbage company, the new route, the schedule for those routes, to make sure that we all in compliance, that we all on the same page when it comes to this. And as you see in the Third Ward, East Side Park, totally renovated, repaved, the tennis court, state of the art. My constituents, they're happy. They're repaving basically most of the road on the Riverside section and some on the east side. We're doing the work, we're getting the job done as your councilman. And that's what I'm expecting to do. I'm expecting to continue working, serving the community, and moving the city forward. With that being said, Madam Clerk, last but not least, yes, on Sunday, this Sunday, December the 10th, starting at 8 p.m. all the way until 8 a.m. until 8 p.m., we're going to be at Eastside High School. We have a marathon to help our brothers and sisters from the Dominican Republic. Due to the flooding, many cities are basically underwater and lost everything. So we're gonna be collecting all kind of donation. If you wish to stop by and make a donation of clothing, food, you're more than welcome. You're more than welcome to do so. This is a difficult time that we have to help each other. So with that being said, my vote is yes, Madam Clerk.
Thank you, Mr. President. The votes are 6 yeses, 3 absences. The special meeting is hereby adjourned.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Good night, Paterson. So now we have to reconvene to our workshop.
Reconvene. That's
Yes.
what he said. That's what he's saying.
Yes.
We have to reconvene, yeah.